Good morning friends. Today we will discuss about the blood from B.Sc. third year class. Paper number 2nd, Mammalian Histology. Blood is a body fluid in human and other animals, and this blood has many different functions, transporting oxygen and nutrients to the lung and tissue, forming the blood clots to prevent excess blood loss, carrying cells and antibodies that fight infection, bring waste products to the kidney and liver, which filter and clean the body, regulate body temperature, as well as regulate the pH of blood. It is called as homeostasis. This blood is body fluid in human and other animals. In vertebrates, it is composed of blood cells, and these blood cells are suspended in the blood plasma. In the adult human body, blood contains about 5 to 6 liters of blood, and total quantity of blood formed about 8% of the body weight. Total quantity formed in the body is 8%. Blood mainly composed of two components. First, blood cells, and second part is plasma. This plasma, it is homogeneous and slightly alkaline fluid, which is about 55% of total volume of blood, and this plasma, in plasma about 90% water is present and 10% dissolved substance. This dissolved substance mainly contains organic and inorganic compounds. Organic compounds includes proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, excretory products, as well as hormones, enzymes, amino acids, and vitamins. And inorganic compounds mainly includes salts and gases. Plasma function as transport of blood cell throughout our body. Next part is blood cells. About 45% blood cells are present, and these blood cells are mainly forms 3 types of blood cells: erythrocytes, leukocytes, and thrombocyte cells are present. Erythrocyte cells, it is also called as RBCs. Leukocyte, it is also called as WBCs, and thrombocyte, it is also called as platelets. These 3 types of different blood cells are present, and first type in our list is erythrocytes. These erythrocytes is also called as RBCs. They are present in large number, that is abundant quantity, and gives red color to the blood due to presence of hemoglobin, respiratory pigment hemoglobin. The number of RBCs in the adult human male, it is 5.74. It is 5.74 millions per cubic millimeter food, and in female it is about 4.8 millions per cubic millimeter of food. Erythrocytes are circular in outline and biconcave in shape. The diameter of erythrocyte, this is 7.7 micron. Diameter of erythrocyte is 7.7 micron, and thickness is about 1.9 micron. Thickness is about 1.9 micron. In mammals, erythrocytes are without nucleus and can easily change their shape in mammals. Erythrocytes have no nucleus and except in animal, camel shows nucleated erythrocyte. The cell wall are elastic and cells can change their shape, bending while passing through the narrow capillaries, and these erythrocytes mainly consist red pigment, that is respiratory pigment, and this respiratory pigment is called as hemoglobin, and this hemoglobin contains iron containing protein. It has strong affinity towards the oxygen, forming oxyhemoglobin as an unstable compound. In male, about 16% Hb is present. In male, about 60% Hb is present, and in female, about 14% Hb is present in female. Erythrocytes are useful for transport of oxygen, and these erythrocytes are produced in bone marrow, and average lifespan of RBCs is about 120 days, and after these 120 days it destroys and new RBCs are produced in bone marrow. Second type is leukocytes. Second type is leukocyte. It is also called as WBCs, and these leukocytes mainly protect our body from infection. These leukocytes are colorless, nucleated, and they have power of active amoeboid movement so that they can pass through the wall of blood vessels and travel in the connective tissue. Average number of leukocyte 8,000. Average number of leukocyte is 8,000 per cubic millimeter of the blood, and on the basis of presence of granules or absence of granules in their cytoplasm, these leukocytes are divided into two types, granulocyte and agranulocyte. Here in the granulocyte, specific granules are present in their cytoplasm, and these granulocytes further divided into neutrophil, eosinophil and basophils, and these cells are characterized by the presence of many lobes. It is also called as polymorphous nucleus. There are three types: neutrophil, these depending upon their affinity for the neutral dye, these are called as neutrophil, eosinophil, basophils, these affinity towards the acidic and basic dyes. These are divided into three types. First type is neutrophils. They are also called as polymorphonuclear leukocytes because nucleus is in the form of lobes, and lobes are joined by cylinder threads. The lobes are forms 3 to 5 arranged in S-shaped. Lobes are 3 to 5 and arranged in S-shaped. In human, neutrophil nucleus has smaller appendages attached narrow filament giving drumstick appearance and contains sex chromatin. Neutrophil size is about 9 to 12 in micron. Neutrophil size is about 9 to 12 in micron, and most numerous of WBCs usually constitute about 60 to 70% of total volume. These neutrophils are about 60 to 70% of the total volume. They are phagocytic in function. These neutrophils' main function is phagocytic, engulf the foreign particles or bacteria. Second type in our list, this is eosinophils. They are normally constitute about 2 to 4%. These constitute 2 to 4%, and these eosinophil size is again 10 to 14 micron. Size is about 10 to 14 micron in size. The cytoplasmic granules are stained by eosin dye. Here the cytoplasmic granules are stained with the eosin dye. They increase greatly in allergic condition such as hay fever, asthma, skin disease, and parasitic infection. Next type is basophils. These basophils are smaller than the neutrophils and their size vary from 8 to 10 micron. Here size vary from 8 to 10 micron, and this nucleus is large and irregular in shape. Here nucleus large and irregular in shape. Cytoplasm contains basophilic granules, and these granules are soluble in water. These cells occur in negligible quantity such as 0.5 to 1%. These basophil cells are present of total volume of WBCs. These cells shows limited amoeboid movements and phagocytic action. They produce heparin and histamine as an anticoagulant substance. They increase in few pathological conditions, example smallpox and chickenpox. Next type in our list is a granulocyte, and these granulocyte, here in cytoplasm granules are absent, so named. These granulocytes again divided into two types, lymphocytes and monocytes. In this granulocyte, nucleus is mononucleus. Nucleus is mononuclear, means single nucleus present. Here granulocyte shows many nucleus, lobed nucleus present, but in a granulocyte single nucleus present. First type is lymphocyte. These lymphocyte cells with size vary from 6 to 10 micron. Here size vary from 6 to 10 micron and normally constitute about 20 to 25%. Here 20 to 25% total volume of WBCs, and they have relatively large spherical nucleus with slight indentation on one side. This cell shows different size in peripheral blood, presenting different functional stages. They have an important role in mechanism of immunity, and these cells produce antitoxin, and antibodies are produced by the lymphocyte. Next type is monocytes. These monocyte cells are large cells which mainly composed of 3 to 8% total volume of WBC. These are 3 to 8%, and these vary in size about 12 to 15 micron. Here size varies from 12 to 15 micron in size, and these monocytes nucleus is ovoid, kidney shaped or horseshoe shaped. We observe in this diagram the nucleus is kidney shaped or horseshoe shaped, ovoid in structure, and vary their spherical and usually is centrally placed. This nucleus is shifted towards the peripheral region, and these monocytes migrate readily through the blood capillary walls into the connective tissue, where they display their phagocytic characters. Next type is thrombocyte, and these thrombocyte, it is also called as platelets. Platelets help in the blood clotting. These thrombocytes, these are also minute colorless bodies, and diameter is 2 to 4 micron, and these platelets shape is round or ovoid, and average number is 2 to 3 lakh. Average number is 2 to 3 lakh. These platelets mainly helps for the blood clotting, and these platelets cells have central granular area, it is called as chromomere. Here central granular area, it is called as chromomere, and peripheral hyaline zone, it is called as a hyalomere. The clot promoting factors, these are present in the platelets, it is called as thrombocytes, and these thrombocytes are without nucleus. They liberate enzyme thromboplastin, which affect the coagulation of blood. It transforms prothrombin into thrombin, and thrombin converts into fibrinogen into the fibrin. Thromboplastin is present in plasma as well as in the platelets. These cells play vital role in the blood clotting. Thrombocyte play important role in blood clotting. This is all about the composition of blood. Thank you.